welcome back channel, TrainStation2. Alright, we have completed the event 100%, and of course, we only managed to get third in the last competition, and I'll cover a bit more at the end of this video. Managed to exchange for the rare train as well. So, generally speaking, satisfied from the event that we managed to get both legendary, a rare train, a special building. So, that's all, right? So that's what you can get out of at events. This is the finale. You can see the aircraft carrier is out, and all celebrations. All right, so this is where it indicates 100% complete of the events, and of course, with that comes with challenge in terms of difficulty. Quantities of sometimes get rocket sky high. Nonetheless, we managed to do a bit good jobs, and with the 100 EP jobs being continuously being done, we managed to retain at the third spot. Not easy. I did a bit of mistakes, and actually I thought it was a good experiment as well. In fact, this competition I started on time, right? So it is very unlike the usual that I will start about 10 to 12 hours late, and this competition I start exactly on time. It is not on purpose, but rather by mistake. So I wasn't watching the time, and I just clicked into the game, and I discovered that too late. So generally speaking, this is how crazy it is if you are fighting in a real time of on time. So, and of course you can see the players wise, there's a range of players, but people like this is really totally crazy. So they basically, I believe they spent a lot of money in the game, which is absolutely nuts. So I didn't know why, but apparently people are really willing to spend money in games, and I think that's really terrible. The fact that we have seen all this being played, and the only thing I gotta say is that I'm totally astonished by the fact that there was such a huge gap. What is the huge gap we're talking about? It's not in hundreds, but in fact in thousands. So I think that is really unimaginable, the amount of money and gems they're gonna pour into just the last competition. What for? So it is so amazing that people really spend so much in the game. So that's the reality of starting on time, whereby you are really meeting very tough competitors, and of course with that tough competitors, there's no way you get top 3. But I'm really fortunate, like I said, managed to do a few good continuous jobs of 100 EP each, and of course together with both legendaries it does wonders. Particularly I upgraded once to 70 capacity. In addition, with that 10 bonus capacity, we managed to get 80 capacity intact, and of course with that we managed to keep on rolling those 80 capacity trains out. So we managed to do quite a fair bit of those jobs, and every 100 EP comes in, just clocks and climb the ranking chart. But of course, like I said, I'm not a pay to win. There's no way I can rocket high that EP by a few thousands. Of course, if you could afford, imagine there's 13 gems every time to call back that train and send it out again. So you can do that multiple times. You can do 10 times, it costs you only 130 gems. You can do it 100 times, right? So that only costs you not a lot, 1,300 gems, right? So that's how crazy it is. Just being sarcastic here, it's really a lot. So I think generally this is how people play, and I don't think it's fun. But if they felt it as being fun, I think by all means, right? So it's just making someone really happy, which is Pixel Federation, right? So we have able to collect that special building as well, but it's not showing here because once you click on it, it's immediately the building is being claimed. I'm not going to lay out that building right now, but in fact, you can just show you here the aircraft momentum itself is been claimed, and of course with that we are able to deploy that special building later on, where we do the 5 building technique. When we finish the building upgrade request, we could swap out for a low ranking building so that you can get an easier time in upgrading the building itself. So all this goes towards the building of the population required for the warehouse upgrades. So warehouse upgrade, always emphasize this, but the lazy me, I wouldn't want to lay out all the buildings in order to do the warehouse upgrade. So I've not been doing warehouse upgrade for a long time, so it's all tends to be, probably I think we can do a few upgrades if we really want to, but I'm still not keen to just lay out all the building just for that. So probably once one fine day I will do that. All right, so meanwhile, challenges are the ones that you're going to work on, and of course the Black Friday challenge was really good. We managed to change out all the region 1 trains, quite a couple of them, I think at least 10 trains. I'm not showing here. It's basically just keep on doing the challenge and you aim for the region 1 trains. The purpose I've already shared previously, it is basically to get the momentum of upgrading your trains. All right, so if there's a challenge whereby I need to upgrade trains, you just go to your region 1 and pick up those newly claimed trains and do the upgrade. Is dirt cheap, so probably a couple of hundreds go and parts and you'll get it fully upgraded. Unlike in the current region I'm in, it costs millions. So that's how much you can save, or actually you can do to win those challenges. But of course, gem spender, definitely not into this, but it's really how crazy it is. This is not really a lot. I believe people will spend thousands of gems that will be always on the top. So that's all in terms of the challenge. The Black Friday is over, the event is going to be over, and of course moving forward there will be mini games which probably are just going to concentrate in my current region. So won't be doing those videos for a couple of days until we get news of the next long event. Then probably I'll do an intro of that new event. Then of course we go on with 6 competitions of fierce fighting as usual. So for now, to the next intro video, I'll take a pause for TrainStation2, good break, and of course if you want to, you could actually finish off the remaining jobs, exchange the remaining things that you wanted. But for me, it's just more parts, probably just some more rare parts, just to plan for the future long events. Meanwhile, I'll continue to upgrade my current region. Of course, if we could, then collect more coins, gems by watching video here now and there, and of course not forgetting Union dollars. So the winter season will be starting in a couple of hours, so that is a new season for the Union play. Do participate in the Union play. Like I said, if you wish to join my union, will be local 6IX, so it's LOCAL, and then numeric 6, and then followed by I and X. All right, so that's local 6IX will be the union name. So make sure if you're free and you want to join a union that is active but not competitive, then by all means you come along. So this is how crazy it is. 7230, crazy referrer. The next in line 3890, and of course this is really fighting really hard to overtake me. Unfortunately, I couldn't give in to that. So with that, we're going to change out the last bits of the rewards since we claimed the wind, and of course probably 2 big boxes here, and later on just change out some of the remaining for some rare parts. All right, so as usual, you won't get really fantastic gold parts, but rather rare and commons are the most common. Then here we go for the keys, exchanging for rare parts, and of course going to exchange the spectral commodity for another 150 keys, again 3 more rare parts. All right, so that's going to be end of this changing. That's all for this event. Really appreciate. Thank you for your support for watching the video. That's all. Thank you again. Goodbye.